Zugno. Yeah. We be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up podcast with First Lady Yolanda here. So is there anything that you have that's encouraging for anybody out there?
It's a lot of things that I can tell them to encourage themselves. First of all, be true to thyself. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you can live life more comfortably. You can be comfortable within yourself. You will allow yourself to grow and blossom into the beautiful butterfly that God has created you to be. But I encourage you to trust in the Lord and let Him to continue to renew your mind and your strength. And whatever you need, just call on Him and get a relationship with Him. If you don't have a relationship with Him, I encourage you to get a relationship with God. Because if you don't have a connection to Him, you're lost. You're lost. You're just out there. You're just roaming. You're just doing things. And what you're doing is not decent and in order. And it's not what God has ordained you to do. So get a connection and get a relationship with God. It's very important to have a connection to Him.
To have that connection and to have that foundation.
Yes.
So when you do go astray, you have something that you can come back to.
Yes, because He never leaves us. We leave Him.
That's right.
He's always with us. He's within us.
That's right.
But He will give you that. He will separate Himself from you if you continue to do the things that is not of His will. Sinning.
That's right.
You keep doing it. He gonna give you grace. But grace runs out.
That's right. Shout out to my grandparents for making me go to church. The church we went to was New Zion Missionary Baptist Church.
We
was there every Sunday, and my grandpa, Deacon Basie, every Sunday we was there. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I hated it. He had a light brown Caprice. He'll knock on that door. He said, "Come on here, Red. Let's get ready to go to church." Ooh, my granny always made me wear dresses. She always said pants was for boys.
Yes,
she was one of those old school Pentecostal woman.
Mm-hmm.
A dress with a collar on. But I just thank God that He allowed them to be my grandparents, to instill those foundations in me, to where now I can go back on the things that they taught me. And I can use that in my today's time. There's times when I feel like, man, I ain't got nobody to talk to.
Right.
And I'm like, oh God, I'm by myself. But then I think about, man, if they were here, what would they tell me? Would they be proud of what I'm doing today? Or would they, both of them, sit up there, look at me and say, Red, you know that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. They play such a huge part in my life. And I just thank God for me having that opportunity just to even be their granddaughter.
Yes.
And to be there in their last days.
Yes.
And I know my grandpa seen my older daughter before he got sick. And he always told me, he said, "You got a son." At that time, I only had one kid. I said, "Grandpa, I ain't got no son." You crazy. He said, "Oh, no, I seen him." And did you know my next kid, my boy Dwayne, so he seen him before he even passed.
They see it.
Man, and I know he's blessed by God.
But you know what? We need to sit back and we need to question what legacy are we leaving our kids?
That's right.
Are we rooted and planted in Christ? Because that's what I want my legacy to be for me, to leave to my kids. Not my house, not my cars, not my worldly things. I want to know that you are rooted and planted in God. Because when mama and daddy leave this earth, you don't know who's going to be there for you.
That's right.
You don't know who's going to be in your corner. Hey, they stay there for you. But when you need them the most, where are they?
That's right.
They're far from you.
That's right.
So you got to plant and we got to water so that they stay rooted and they grow and they're nourished and they're constantly fed that word. They might not want to hear, but we need to be planting those seeds in our children. You know, how long you gonna run? How long you gonna run for the world? When you gonna run for Jesus? How long you gonna be lukewarm? How long? Because you can't be hot over here and cold over here. You gotta be one temperature. One temperature. If you want to see the kingdom of God, you gotta live right. You gotta live right. You gotta love God and you gotta love the people. That's the two things that He has called us to do. Love Him, love His people. So are we loving Him and loving our people? So that's my legacy I want to leave for my kids. I want to leave something before them. That when they get older and they, my son he has his spouse, and I'm there at home, and I hope they're seeing something that, help them grow as a couple. We brought back the old things.
Yeah.
Eating dinner together. Let's watch a movie together. Family time.
I realize we need more of that
We
nowadays.
do. Because everybody's eating in their room,
That's
on
right.
the phone, doing this. You're too busy. God give you time to slow down. Settle your spirit. Talk to your spouse, talk to your sister, talk to your brother. How was your day? I make it my business when they get home from work. Well, how was your day today? Don't worry about it. They're trying to work you. You can't let the work you. You got to work the work. You got to encourage them, because these young kids, baby, when they get to pouring their work on them, they going to pull out.
Yeah.
They pull out quick. Oh, that's too much. They ain't paying me enough of money for that. No, baby. Go and work the work. Don't let the work you.
That's right. Like a lot of these young kids don't know what commitment is.
They don't. Because they see it, but they're not seeing it, Like they see it, but they're not.
Do you think they didn't have a chance to even see commitment? Because you got to look at it. There's a lot of broken homes out there.
That is. But one thing I always said, me and my husband, because we both lived in single parent home. We were raised by our mothers. And I said, Lord, when I marry, I want to be that spouse to stay with her husband and take those vows truly.
That's right.
For better, for worse, for richer and poor, sickness and in health.
That's right.
Because I want my children to know what it's like to be in a two-parent home. But I did not settle for less. I know my worth. No, you're not finna belittle me. No, you're not gonna little girl me. No, you're not gonna do this and do that. Hey, at some point in time, women, we have to make the choice. You either gonna stand up, put your foot down, and make that man be the man that you need him to be, or let him go. Let him go. Because I had to give mine an ultimatum. I ain't gonna lie. You either want the world or you want your family, but you can't have both. And it worked in our favor.
Lord Jesus.
It worked in our favor. But as long as you out there and you letting a man do whatever he want to do, he's going to do it. That's because you don't know your work. You're not confident in yourself. Stop it. Know your work. Know who you are within yourselves. Be encouraged. It's okay to be by yourself sometimes, because we split up like 3 times. It hurt, it was a hurting feeling, but guess what? My God supplied all my needs according to his riches and glory. It may have not been what I wanted, but it's what I needed. He provided. So by me having faith and me believing in him, you want to run the streets, run the streets. The streets for you, go be in the streets. But you're not going to be in the streets and be in here with me, because I'm not in the streets. So once we got that understood at home, you either going to be in the world or you're going to be with your family. We've been together ever since. You heard me.
Now she said you heard me. Come on now. I ain't gonna
Yes,
lie. I
ma'am.
love your accent.
Yes, ma'am. You got to put your foot down. You got to put your foot down. If he's gonna be or she's gonna be out there doing what she wanna do or he wanna do, ain't no sense in you being together. Unevenly yoked. It's not gonna work. It's not going to work. So stop trying to force it. Stop forcing situations. Stop holding on to things that's not meant to be held on. Let it go. Let it go. And if it's meant for it to be, God gonna bring it back. He gonna split the block for you. But hopefully when he's splitting the block for you, that person has grown up and matured and wanna do the right thing. He wanna be with you, or she wants to be with you. Stop making men and women be with you. It's not going to work. You're just stressing yourself out, baby. You're just stressing yourself out.
But then how can you make somebody want to be with you if they don't want to be with you?
They're doing it. Because they're going to make them feel comfortable. They're going to be basically a yes man.
So they're changing who they are.
Yes.
And they making themselves
Yes.
small.
Yes. Shrinking. Keep your crown up. Don't tilt your crown for nobody. Because mine's not going to tilt. I'm not tilting. I'm not coming down. God brought me up here. I'm staying up here. Not coming down for nobody. It's not going to work.
So they lost their voice. Y'all heard that First lady said make sure you keep your voice and know who you are as a person.
Yes.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Know that you're important and that you are somebody.
Yes.
We ain't got no church yet. Because we made the free
Know your worth. It's all about knowing who you are. Once you know who you are, baby, can't nobody do nothing with you, baby. It's going to be lonely because you know who you are.
Yeah.
You ain't going to be able to sit at any tables because you know who you are.
Do you think, is it because a lot of people are afraid to be alone?
That's the thing. That's the thing in these days. Don't nobody want to be alone. But know that when you have a relationship, that's why I say, get the relationship with God. Because when you have the relationship with God, you're never alone.
Do you think a lot of people that feel like they are alone, they're lost and don't want to be alone? Because if
I think I would say they're a little confused.
are they confused or they don't have a purpose?
We all have a purpose.
Everybody has a purpose.
But
do you know your purpose?
but then if you don't know what your purpose is, then you're lost, right?
Right.
So then that's what makes them feel like they don't want to be alone. That they have to have somebody in their corner.
But is having somebody in your corner worth losing your soul?
But if you lost, doesn't matter.
I'm going to say this. God will distance himself from you, but he never leaves you. So you're never alone.
So how do they get to the point to where they can build their confidence back up? And
They have to get with people that's going to pour life into them. They have to sit at God's feet and get to know him. They got to go to church. They got to get out and do things that you know the Lord would want you to be doing. You know, you gotta, at some point in your life, you got to want to do what's right. At some point in your life, you have to have a cutoff.
Mm.
You know, everything got to be cut off at some time.
So we'll start with them.
Yeah, start cut off. He can purge. Take it away.
So
Take it away.
it's okay to start over.
It's okay.
Y'all hear that? It's okay to start over. So that means if you got to cut people off, that means no good to you, go ahead and cut them off.
That's it. Yes.
If that means that you got to take that time to yourself, just like Jesus went up there and took the time to himself to renew your mind, your heart, to get back on track, do it.
That's it. We have to.
We not saying that you can't do it. We're saying that you got to be ready to do it.
Yes.
And can't nobody make that choice for you. Your mama,
Nobody
your
but
daddy,
you.
your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your bestie. Can't nobody make that choice for you but you.
Nobody but you.
Is there anything else you would like to tell the people out there?
I would say that, you know, it's a lot more that we can do in this area if we rally together. Stop picking and choosing who you want to be affiliated with. This is a community and we need to stand on unity. We need to be committed to do better. We know better, we should be doing better. When are we going to do better? Because at the end of the day, the younger generation needs to be taught. Because they're up next. What are they going to do if nobody's teaching them? They're lost. They need to be found. Somebody help find us. Somebody helped us grow. Somebody helped us choose the right path.
So if the people want to reach out to you and want to talk to you because they got things going on in their life, how can they reach you and your husband? Do y'all have a Facebook page? Do y'all have an Instagram? Do y'all have a spot to where people can communicate with y'all?
I have Facebook. I do have Facebook. The TikTok and all that, I'm not on none of that. But if you want to reach me personally, my name is Yolanda Richards on Facebook. And I'm going to just put this out there. I don't usually get my number out, but I'm go ahead. Because and you got to be serious. Don't come playing on my phone. Because I'm going to say, you know what? God bless you. And hang up. Because I'm real. And I'm particular about my time.
That's right.
I don't waste time. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to be playing. I'm real about my walk with God. I'm real about serving God. I'm real about being with people of God. So if you want my number and you want to just ask me some questions, I'm not gonna give it out on the pad. Go. My name is Yolanda Richards on Facebook. Inbox me. I will give you my number, and my doors are always open. Or I could meet you somewhere. I could come to your house. It's a no judge zone here. It's a no judge zone here. We are no judge. So, minister said we gonna come to the house.
That's right.
Okay, so that's where we're at right now. We're trying to do what we need to do to bring the community together. We're not we standing on God's business. We about God's business.
That's right. Here at Chopping It Up Podcast, we're speaking life into Pastor Willie and First Lady Yolanda. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Make sure you reached out to her Facebook. And is there anything else, Miss Yolanda?
I just want to say, y'all, just stay focused, stay positive, live, love, and laugh.
That's right.
At the end of the day, live, love, laugh. I love you. God bless.
That's right. God bless. Signing off.
AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? And we be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Chopping it up.